Welcome to Puzzling Minds Podcast. It's your host, Michael Maddox, holistic health and wellness coach and self-published author. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey and letting me be part of yours. For this episode, we will be discussing the essential four supplements, but before that, I will give you a little recap of my week so far. With this upcoming week, I have been creating content nonstop. I'm sure that you guys have seen it on my Instagram, my TikTok, my Facebook. I also have a website that I will mention at the end of this episode for those of who are interested in scheduling a coaching consultation or continuing with your coaching program. There's not too much of an update other than look out for new content every single day or every other day, or how often I decide to post content. I will be as frequent as possible, as I would want to adopt this into my lifestyle, as well as being on top of my business when I'm trying to network. As I said, for this episode, I will be discussing your essential four supplements. I will be going over how to read a supplement label, as well as discussing what you should look out for while choosing your own supplement. For the past almost 5 years, I have had a very good relationship with the supplement world, and I will tell you why. Back in March of 2020, I had gotten hired as a supplemental clerk in a food store. And from then to now, I have expanded my knowledge in the supplement department, as well as anything to do with health and wellness, psychology, relationship with yourself, relationship with others, how to introduce self-care into your life, and so forth. I have had an amazing few years with connecting with my clients and them always coming back to either give feedback of how they've liked and enjoyed their product or wanting to expand further in terms of taking care of their health. I have always taken supplements as consistently as possible within the last couple years. I've had amazing reps that come in to help provide that, and I love them so much because they are so knowledgeable. They've started where I started and moved up into the representative world, which hopefully that would be so cool to get into. And I look forward to seeing them every month. They always come out with new things, new products, new line, and I just love learning how to not only discuss their brands, but comparing brands. That's my favorite part of my job, is to receive the appreciative feedback from customers, like them just being so vulnerable and emotional when it comes to trying to get better on track in terms of health and be healthier. How can one just take a supplement and get all of what they need? I also love comparing products in terms of label reading. That is my go-to. I love breaking down the product for my clients and telling them and working through with them so that they can decide whether or not it's right for them. In terms of our Essential Four, I was brought in the idea that these types of supplements were very important for you, and now I know why. First and foremost, when first talking about supplements, I always say everyone should be taking supplements, and I do mean that. Unless you are really investing nutritionally in your body, then supplements are like supplementing what's not there, okay? Most of the supplements that I do sell are things that our body already naturally produces, so you're just supplementing that. More of a short term, unless if it's something that is nutrient dense in terms of vitamins and minerals, or greens, superfoods, grasses, probiotics, and so forth. But actual supplements are most likely short term, unless if it's chronic. In the view of the Western culture, we don't get the optimal nutrition. A lot of foods that are on our shelves are processed, and a lot of their natural whole nutrients are excreted out. And I do discuss that in prior episodes, so go take a look. I've encountered many individuals that talk about how supplements have increased their health so much that, in fact, they do notice a difference. When it comes to visually seeing improvement in your body, it's going to take a couple weeks to a month. It's not going to happen overnight unless if that brand one has clinical trials behind it, has testing, has studies. People are saying that yes, I do notice a difference right away. So look for testimonials, so forth. I myself, like I said, have been taking supplements for about 4 years now, and when I stop being consistent for a week or so, I do notice a low energy, being lethargic, not really motivated, and an increase of tiredness, just like I don't want to do anything. So I'm going to be showing you, for those who are watching this video and not just the audio, but for those of who are actually listening to this on the podcast, I will be breaking it down for you. For the first essential four, we have our multivitamin. This is one of the brands that I do sell. Within this multivitamin, I've been taking it for a while now. I've trusted it. It's doctor formulated. It's also coenzymated, so it's best absorbed. It will have those natural forms of, for example, B vitamins. When you're talking about methylcobalamin or methylfolate, it's methylated. It's also a food-based brand. A lot of my multivitamins will be food-based. And what I look for in a food base is it organic? Is it raw? Is it whole? Or are they just adding powder, concentrated, very fine, small amount of fruits and vegetables? Which it's going to be a small amount unless if you do, like I said, get it within your diet in terms of ingesting it and digesting it whole, like actual fruits and vegetables. Those are going to be your number one answer. However, within this multivitamin, it will have a whole food proprietary blend as well as a little bit of enzymes and probiotics. Another really great brand, other than Emerald, is Garden of Life. I really do like Garden of Life products. It's kind of on the inexpensive side. That's more like the far right spectrum in terms of price. Garden of Life actually has a whole organic food blend as well as a raw food blend. So when we're talking about raw in terms of producing the product, it doesn't get heated over 118 degrees, therefore it doesn't lose its enzyme property. Another really great brand that I do like their blend is the Nature's Way products. Their multivitamin. What I do like about the Nature's Way multivitamin is that it has a little bit of mushrooms in there too, as well as some actual herbs. So that'll be more of an herbal multivitamin than a food blend. Like they will have a little bit of fruit and vegetables, but they'll also have additional herbs. That will kind of be on the far left spectrum in terms of price. So it's kind of very inexpensive. Emerald is right smack in the middle, depending on the quantity amount. Next, we have our probiotic. I love talking about probiotics as well as the microbiome, as you could tell. My department manager actually lets me lead in terms of educating our clients and customers that come in and wanting a really good probiotic. A lot of probiotics are going to be very expensive, probably no more than $70, but it's going to range about $30 to $50 for a supplement, for a month's supply. Whenever choosing a probiotic, you want to ask yourself, are you on any antibiotics? probiotics. When on an antibiotic, it eliminates everything in your gut, it eliminates all your good and bad bacteria all around your body. So you're very immune compromised. That's why we either get sick very easily, our bowels are different, our body's in whack. So after your antibiotics, make sure that you get on a probiotic with a little bit of prebiotics. Yes, it is a waste when you take it during your antibiotic. You want to wait till after. However, you could still get something like Saccharomyces boulardii. That is a yeast strain of microbe that is antibiotic resistant. You could also get food, like probiotics within food, and that will be things that are fermented, like yogurt, like kimchi, like kefir, like kombucha, like sauerkraut, so forth. So those will have a little bit of probiotics, most likely lactobacillus. When choosing a probiotic, you want to make sure that it's very diverse. Look at all those strains that are in this probiotic. You want to make sure that there's a lot because all these different microbes are going to support something and make a product of some sort within your body. A lot of probiotics are going, when they are expensive, they're only going to have like 3 strains in there. And that's not good enough. That's not good enough because you deserve more, okay? That's just the fine line. You just deserve more. More for your buck. So, like I said, as diverse as possible. This one is Garden of Life Doctor formulated. This is one that I've taken for years too. They've just been dealing with a little bit of a manufacturing issue at the moment. However, I still love them. And I love my rep that reps for them. He's amazing. Another really good one is Dr. O'Hara's. And I love talking about Dr. O'Hara's. So, Dr. Harris are a probiotic. You could take them internally. They also offer probiotic soap, probiotic moisturizer, probiotic lotion. Those are the other ones that I've used before. I love their facial soap. Well, it's not a facial soap. However, I use it for my face and I rarely break out. It's very moisturizing. I get people on that one all the time. In terms of their actual probiotic supplement, it is 1, doctor formulated. 2, it is food-based. So the bacteria, the probiotics, the prebiotics, the postbiotics are all from food. It's a product that comes from Japan. The creator, Dr. O'Hara, he was actually dealing with a lot of gastrointestinal issues at the time of having the idea. And he was just molding all these different products up and he felt better immediately. So he did a lot of studies, he did trials and errors and created this product, Dr. O'Hara's probiotic. What they do with their probiotics is they put them in a huge canister either for 3 years or 5 years and they let it ferment. Therefore, you have the postbiotic in there. I really like it. I've used it before. I've had many great feedback from that. So, look it up. Now, thirdly, my bad, we're going to be talking about omegas. Omegas are kind of cautious when you're looking at a label as well because, remember guys, looking at a label is very important and I will tell you more why. With omegas, it's going to help support your neurological health, your eye health, your joint health, your cardiovascular health. It's also going to help support your mood. It's also going to help support your blood pressure, cholesterol, so forth. So it's really important for your body. A lot of Western lifestyle doesn't intake a lot of fish in their diets. Therefore, they are very deficient in omegas. There are different types of omegas, but we're not talking about the different types right now. We're talking about supplements and how to choose the right supplement for you. When you're looking at an omega-3 supplement, because this is an omega-3, there is omega-6 and omega-9. They all do something different. With the label on the back, it says total omegas, right? And it gives you a milligram. Then it indents, and a lot of us forget that indents, but that breaks it apart and it goes deeper within where you're getting that initial number from. So this one, for example, for the total omega-3, it's 1,280 milligrams. Then it breaks it apart into EPA and DHA, and most of that you will see on the label. You'll also see DPA, which is also very studied about, and I will get into that when we discuss more omegas in depth. But for a crash course, the EPA is anything neck down for your body to support. That's where it's going to target more. So if you need anything to help support anything from the neck down in terms of cardiovascular, joint, blood pressure, cholesterol, any form of inflammation, muscles, etc., that's going to help support that. And this one, for example, is 650 milligrams. So out of the 1280, 650 milligrams is EPA. The next one is DHA. DHA is anything neck up. That will be your brain, that will be your memory, focus, concentration, that will be your mood as well as the EPA, but I will be targeting as well as DHA. And then it'll also help support your eyes. This one is 450 milligrams. So between the two, if you're trying to target anything neck down, EPA will need to be the highest. If you're wanting neck up, it will be DHA. I forgot to mention this. I should have after the probiotic, but it is our enzymes. It's not one of the essential four, but I think it's very essential for everybody because a lot of us experience discomfort when it comes to your gut health. We experience bloating, gas. We also experience any pain, especially when we're talking about our pancreas, our actual stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, stuff like that that are involved within your gastrointestinal. When it comes to an enzyme, for example, this is Enzymatica. I will break it down, this brand in particular, because I really do like this brand. They start off small and it's very inexpensive. I sell it for, I think, $8.99, around there. And it gives you whatever you need out of that. Between this brand and other brands I sell, when you look at their label, it's their TheraBlend. It's trademarked. It's tested as well. Within that TheraBlend, it's targeting, the enzyme has the capability to target every pH level. When you take other brands, you might lose that enzyme halfway out because some enzymes work in different pH levels, and we go from alkaline to acidic to back to alkaline, depending if we're talking about the stomach. Stomach will be acidic. And what enzymes do will help break down your macronutrients, your sugars, your starches, your proteins, your fats, your lactose, and it will also help support any form of discomfort in the gut. So you want to take it, I usually like to say on my larger meals because that's usually when I experience it more. But if I have any form of meal and food intolerances, an enzyme will help work hand in hand with the probiotic. For our last essential four, it's going to be our greens and grasses and superfoods. As I said earlier, if you don't have a lifestyle when it comes to eating a nutrient-dense diet, you would likely benefit from getting a greens powder. Now, this is going to be on you. It's all about educating different types of grasses, the wheats, the greens, like the vegetables, the fruits, the herbs, etc., and what they do for your body. A lot of times, they will be packed full of antioxidants. Antioxidants are supportant for the body to help kill free radicals that occur for your cells. It negates that radical effect and it just discards. We experience an imbalance of radical cell damage when we are around stress for the body. Any form the stress reacts negatively, you might get some radical damage to that cell, and that cell is going to be harmed, it's going to need support, and it's going to cause harm to your body. Therefore, an antioxidant will negate that effect and just discard out. So things like smoking, stress, could be the environment, an imbalance of not obtaining a whole lot of antioxidants. So if we're not eating a whole lot of fruits and vegetables or getting herbs that have antioxidants important, we might experience some negative effects. Imbalance of not obtaining antioxidants, we start to experience our cells not working properly, as well as aging a lot quicker. So when we have a high amount of radical damage, our body's going to age a lot quicker. We aren't, obviously, but our body's going to be like, whoa, like, usually an imbalance will probably most likely go towards things that are cancerous. Just gotta put it out there. Now, in terms of products, this is another really good one, natural factors, and I will talk about them because I think it's really important when looking at a label, and I have this on hand and to show you as an example. When we're talking about the product itself, a lot of products I sell are going to be third-party tested. Some of them aren't going to be. The way that you know is any form of marking on the product itself, most likely the box, because usually supplements will come in a box, and then you just get the product out. So like on here, natural factors, for example, if you go on their side here, it's Ishura third-party testing. So Ishura checks for more contaminants in their products than most other brands, for example, that I sell. So you know that their products are pure, you know that their products work, you know that their products aren't full of metals or toxins that could cause harm. So always looking for something that indicates that it was third-party tested. You're never going to see FDA approved because the FDA does not solidify supplements being within that realm. However, there's done extensive studies, extensive trials. A lot of things that I sell are herbal. They've been around for years. Our ancestors have used these for years. Anyways, that is it for your little crash course on supplements. I hope that you find it very helpful when you're shopping at your local market or store, whenever you're looking at a label and how to indicate, is this supplement worth my money? And it's really important. I hope that everyone has a great, fantastic rest of your day. And like I said, check out my platform, nurturingrootscoaching.com. Make sure you like, share, follow, support, and help me reach out to other people because you never know who will benefit from it. Thank you and have a great one.